Hello students, welcome back to MJC Learning. In this video, we are going to continue our 8th chapter of chemistry, that is transition and inner transition elements. This is part 8 of this chapter. So let's begin. Our topic of discussion will be some important compounds of transition elements, also known as D block elements. So for this video, our topic will be compound of manganese, that is KMnO4, which is also known as potassium permanganate. So we will learn what is potassium permanganate and preparation of potassium permanganate, that is KMnO4. So compounds of manganese, that is KMnO4. So first, what is potassium permanganate? So as you can see, we have used KMnO4 in chemistry practical for 11th standard, especially for titration reaction. So while performing this reaction, we filled KMnO4 in burette and we titrated it against a given solution, or say oxalic acid. So it is dark purple solution. So potassium permanganate is an inorganic compound with a chemical formula KMnO4 and which is composed of K plus and MnO4 minus ion. It is purplish black crystalline solid that dissolves in water to give pink or purple solution. And potassium permanganate is widely used in a chemical industry and in laboratories as a strong oxidizing agent. So this is the crystalline solid of KMnO4, which is dark purple or nearly black in color. Preparation of potassium permanganate. So potassium permanganate is prepared by pyrolusite ore, that is MnO2. So potassium permanganate is prepared by using pyrolusite ore, that is MnO2. So pyrolusite ore is nothing but the manganese dioxide which occurs as a mineral pyrolusite. So let's see how this preparation occurs. So in first step, pyrolusite ore, that is MnO2, is converted into potassium manganate using alkali metal hydroxide and any oxidizing agent. Then potassium manganate is converted into potassium permanganate, that is our final product, using water or any. So there are two steps in the preparation of potassium permanganate. So first step is conversion of pyrolusite ore into potassium manganate. So for this, the pyrolusite ore, that is MnO2, is heated strongly and fused with alkali hydroxide and air, or we can use oxidizing agent to give potassium manganate. So the finely powder of pyrolusite ore, that is MnO2, is fused with potassium hydroxide KOH or potassium carbonate K2CO3 in presence of air or in presence of any oxidizing agent such as potassium nitrate KNO3 or potassium chlorate KClO3, which gives green colored potassium manganate, that is K2MnO4. So first step is conversion of pyrolusite ore into potassium manganate, that is K2MnO4, which is green in color. So there are 4 reactions given for the conversion of pyrolusite ore into potassium manganate. You can select any one out of 4. So step 1 can be achieved by any one of the following. So first is manganese dioxide, that is pyrolusite ore, when reacted or fused with potassium hydroxide in presence of water, in presence of air, we get potassium manganate and byproduct is water. So MnO2 when reacted with KOH in presence of O2, we get K2MnO4 and H2O. You have to balance the reaction using any method which we have already learned in 11th standard. So the final reaction will be 2MnO2 plus 4KOH plus O2 gives 2K2MnO4 plus 2H2O. Another reaction is manganese dioxide, that is pyrolusite ore, when treated with potassium carbonate in presence of air, we get potassium manganate and carbon dioxide as a byproduct. So 2MnO2 plus 2K2CO3 in presence of O2 gives 2K2MnO4 plus 2CO2. Next reaction is when manganese dioxide fused or heated with potassium hydroxide in presence of any oxidizing agent, that is potassium nitrate, we will get potassium manganate and potassium nitrite and water as a byproduct. So MnO2 plus 2KOH plus KNO3 gives K2MnO4 plus KNO2 plus H2O. And last is when manganese dioxide, that is pyrolusite ore, is treated or fused with potassium hydroxide in presence of potassium chlorate, an oxidizing agent, we get potassium manganate and potassium chloride and water. So final reaction is 3MnO2 plus 6KOH plus KClO3 gives 3K2MnO4 plus KCl plus 3H2O. So you don't have to mug up all these reactions. You have to select only one, but you have to remind that when manganese dioxide, that is pyrolusite ore, is treated with or fused with KOH or K2CO3 in presence of air or in presence of an oxidizing agent, will give potassium manganate. You just have to remember this, and using any method you can balance the reaction. And this reaction which is given in the yellow box is given in your textbook, so you can use this reaction which is given in your textbook to convert pyrolusite ore into potassium manganate. The reaction mixture containing K2MnO4, that is potassium manganate, is treated with water, then converted into potassium permanganate either by oxidation or electrolysis. So in a neutral or acidic medium, the green color KMnO4, that is potassium manganate, disproportionate or converted into potassium permanganate and MnO2 either by oxidation or by electrolysis. Here you can see that the manganese dioxide, that is pyrolusite ore, which we have used in first step, so here in second step we get it back and we can use this MnO2 again for the first step. So second step is oxidation of potassium manganate, which is green in color, converted into potassium permanganate, that is KMnO4, which is purplish or black in color. So for second step There are two methods for oxidation of potassium magnate. First is chemical oxidation and second is electrolytic oxidation. So we can convert potassium magnate into potassium permanganate using chemical oxidation or electrolytic oxidation. So let's see first chemical oxidation. So potassium magnate in neutral or acidic medium gives potassium permanganate. So this can be achieved by any one of the following. Similar as in first step, you have to choose one reaction. Here also there are 4 to 5 reactions in which you have to choose any one reaction for the conversion of potassium magnate to potassium permanganate. So you can select any one. So first is disproportionation with H2SO4 sulfuric acid. So conversion of potassium magnate into potassium permanganate with H2SO4. So for this the reaction is when potassium magnate is reacted with sulfuric acid, we get potassium sulfate, our final product potassium permanganate, water and manganese dioxide, which is our starting reactant, that is pyrolusite ore. So by balancing the reaction we get 3K2MnO4, that is potassium magnate. When reacted with 2H2SO4 we get potassium sulfate, our final product 2KMnO4 and 2H2O and MnO2. Next is disproportionation with carbon dioxide. So the reaction is potassium magnate when reacted with carbon dioxide with water, we get potassium permanganate and manganese dioxide and potassium bicarbonate. So 3K2MnO4 plus 4 carbon dioxide plus 2H2O gives 2 potassium permanganate and manganese dioxide and 4 potassium bicarbonate. So the carbon dioxide process is uneconomical as 1/3 of the original magnate is reconverted into manganese dioxide, which we can use in first step. So it is uneconomical, and this is the reaction given in your textbook, which is why I bordered it in yellow. So this reaction is given in your textbook. Next is disproportionation with chlorine, that is Cl2. So the reaction is 2 potassium magnate when reacted with chlorine Cl2 gives potassium permanganate and 2 KCl. And last is disproportionation with O3, that is ozone. So potassium magnate in presence of water and ozone gives potassium permanganate and potassium hydroxide and oxygen gas. Then the liquid which is get after these chemical oxidation reaction is filtered and we get the final potassium permanganate. So the liquid is filtered through glass wool or sintered glass and evaporated until crystallization occurs. So potassium permanganate forms small crystals which are almost black in appearance or violet color or purple color, Next method is electrolytic oxidation. So second method of oxidation of potassium magnate into potassium permanganate is electrolytic oxidation. Means when the alkaline magnate, that is potassium magnate solution obtained in first step, that is from pyrolusite to potassium magnate, Then the potassium magnate is electrolyzed between iron electrodes separated by diaphragm. The reaction taking place are as follow. First, this is potassium magnate, dissociate to give 2K plus and magnate ion, that is MnO4 2 minus, and H2O gives H plus and OH minus. So the reaction at anode where oxidation occurs, the magnate, that is MnO4 2 minus ion gives MnO4 minus plus 1 electron, and at cathode where reduction occurs, this 2H plus combined with 2 electron gives hydrogen. So the magnate ion, this magnate ion are oxidized to permanganate ion at anode, and hydrogen gas is liberated at cathode. So the overall reaction which is given in your textbook is potassium magnate, that is K2MnO4, in water, that is H2O, with nascent oxygen gives potassium permanganate and potassium hydroxide. So this is the final reaction of electrolytic oxidation. So the solution which is get after the reaction, we filtered it and evaporated to get deep purple black colored crystals of potassium permanganate. Now for manufacturing potassium permanganate commercially, the method of electrolytic oxidation is preferred. The first method, that is chemical oxidation, is not preferred for the industrial or commercial preparation or manufacturing of potassium permanganate. So electrolytic oxidation is preferred. So commercially it is prepared by the alkaline oxidative fusion of manganese dioxide followed by the electrolytic oxidation of magnate 4. So in first step, manganese dioxide, that is pyrolusite ore, fused with KOH or oxidized with air or any oxidizing agent, that is KNO3, gives us manganate ion. Then in second step, this magnate ion converted into permanganate ion using electrolytic oxidation in alkaline solution. This is the final two step. First, pyrolusite ore is converted into magnate ion. This is the first step of the reaction. Then magnate ion is converted into permanganate ion. This is the second step of the reaction. So using this we can get permanganate, that is potassium magnate permanganate, that is KMnO4. Thank you.